Welcome back to World Bike 55. Today, we're taking a detailed look at a motorcycle that proves you don't need huge horsepower or an enormous engine to have a seriously capable adventure machine. This is the 2026 Yamaha TW200, one of the most recognizable small dual-sport motorcycles on the market. With its unusual fat tires, low seat, compact dimensions, simple air-cooled engine, and legendary versatility, the TW200 continues to follow a formula that is very different from most modern motorcycles. Yamaha lists the 2026 TW200 with a 196 cubic centimeters engine, a wet weight of 278 pounds, a seat height of just 31.1 inches, and a starting MSRP of $4,999 in the United States, before destination, tax, registration, and dealer charges. Yamaha Motorsports 1. At first glance, the TW200 immediately stands apart. The wide tires are the biggest visual signature, giving the motorcycle a chunky, almost miniature adventure bike appearance. But those tires aren't simply there for styling. Yamaha designed the TW200 around a combination of easy handling, stability, and traction across different surfaces. The front uses a wide 130/80-18 tire, while the rear uses an even wider 180/80-14 tire. That combination gives the bike an unmistakable stance and contributes to its ability to deal with loose surfaces, dirt paths, gravel, and uneven terrain. Yamaha Motorsports 1. The design philosophy of the TW200 is refreshingly simple. Instead of chasing aggressive aerodynamic bodywork or a huge digital dashboard, Yamaha focuses on practicality. The motorcycle has a compact dual-sport profile, a long two-tone motocross-style seat, protective fork shrouds, wide fenders, and flexible turn indicators designed to tolerate the demands of trail riding. The overall shape is functional rather than flashy, and that is actually one of the reasons the TW200 has remained so recognizable. Move closer to the front and you'll find a telescopic fork with 6.3 inches of travel. At the rear, a single shock provides 5.9 inches of travel. Those numbers give the TW200 enough suspension movement to handle bumps and rough surfaces more comfortably than a typical small street motorcycle. Yamaha describes the suspension as plush and long travel, with the setup designed for both on-road and off-road use. Yamaha Motorsports 2. Ground clearance is another important advantage. The 2026 TW200 provides 10.4 inches of maximum ground clearance, which helps the motorcycle pass over uneven terrain without constantly worrying about the underside of the bike. Its 52.2-inch wheelbase also contributes to the compact and manageable character of the motorcycle. Yamaha Motorsports 1. One of the biggest reasons the TW200 is approachable is its low 31.1-inch seat height. For riders who find taller dual-sport motorcycles intimidating, this can make a huge difference. A lower seat makes it easier to put your feet down when stopping and gives the motorcycle a friendly feeling at low speeds. Yamaha specifically highlights the low seat and compact chassis as features that help inspire rider confidence. Yamaha Motorsports 2. The engine is another area where Yamaha has deliberately avoided complexity. Power comes from a 196 cubic centimeters air-cooled SOHC 4-stroke single-cylinder engine with 2 valves. The engine uses a 67.0 mm bore and 55.7 mm stroke, with a 9.5:1 compression ratio and a Mikuni 28 mm carburetor. Yamaha Motorsports 1. Now, don't look at that 196 cubic centimeters engine expecting superbike acceleration. That's not what the TW200 is about. Its strength is usable torque and predictable power. Yamaha specifically describes the engine as a torquey powerplant designed to deliver strong low and mid-range performance, particularly for off-road exploring. Yamaha Motorsports 2. That character makes the TW200 easy to ride. Instead of demanding high engine speeds and constant gear changes, the motor is happiest when you're using its accessible low and mid-range response. On a dirt road, trail, or winding back road, that predictable power delivery can be more useful than a large peak horsepower number. The transmission is a constant mesh 5-speed gearbox paired with a multi-plate wet clutch. A 5-speed setup is perfectly suited to the TW200's mission. The lower gears provide control at slower speeds, while the higher gears allow the motorcycle to cruise on paved roads. Final drive is through a conventional chain. Yamaha Motorsports 1. Another important feature is the electric starter. With the push of a button, the engine comes to life, eliminating the need for a Kickstarter routine. Yamaha describes the electric start as one of the reasons the TW200 is convenient for both street and trail use. Yamaha Motorsports 2. The engine also uses an internal counterbalancer to reduce vibration. This is particularly useful because the TW200 is designed to be comfortable during longer rides rather than feeling like a pure competition off-road machine. Gravel roads, dirt tracks, grassy paths, and moderate off-road terrain are exactly where the motorcycle's combination of fat tires, long travel suspension, low seat, and torquey engine starts to make sense. The front 130/80-18 and rear 180/80-14 tires are one of the motorcycle's biggest unique selling points. They create a large contact area and help the bike feel planted on loose terrain. The wide rear tire especially gives the TW200 its famous visual identity. It looks unlike almost anything else in Yamaha's current motorcycle lineup. Yamaha Motorsports 1. The braking system is straightforward. Up front is a 220mm hydraulic disc brake, while the rear uses a 110mm drum brake. It's a simple arrangement that matches the TW200's practical design philosophy. Yamaha Motorsports 1. The riding position is another strong point. Yamaha gives the motorcycle a spacious motocross-style seat and passenger foot pegs, meaning the TW200 is designed to accommodate two-up riding. The seat also allows the rider to move around more easily when riding on uneven terrain. Yamaha Motorsports 2. For everyday usability, Yamaha includes a basic instrument cluster with a speedometer, odometer, resettable trip meter, neutral and high beam indicators, and turn signal indicators. This isn't a motorcycle trying to overwhelm you with screens and electronic menus. The information you need is presented in a straightforward way. Yamaha Motorsports 2. Lighting remains similarly practical. The 2026 model uses an Enduro-style 60/55 watt halogen headlight with high and low beams. Yamaha also uses flexible turn indicators designed to improve durability when the motorcycle encounters the occasional bump or fall during off-road use. Yamaha Motorsports 2. Fuel capacity is 1.8 gallons, while Yamaha estimates fuel economy at approximately 78 miles per gallon. That combination gives the TW200 an economical character, although actual range will depend on riding conditions, speed, terrain, rider weight, and other factors. Yamaha Motorsports 1. And this is where the TW200 becomes particularly interesting.